think and break me.
Hi guys, welcome back if you've been here before, and if you are brand new then thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you'd like to stick around and join us in all of our adventures. You can do that by hitting the subscribe button. Show them where it is, John.
Just there.
If you do hit the subscribe button, then please make sure to turn on the notification bell as well, and you will be notified every single time that we post.
Up in the inbox.
Yeah. So today is a sweet video.
It really is, really good. Yeah.
It's one of our most anticipated videos to film, I think.
Yeah.
Or for me anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we really enjoyed this when we done it, so yeah, it'd be good to tell you guys about it.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about the Magic Kingdom dessert parties.
We are indeed.
We split the video into categories because we are organised video makers.
Because we always like a good category.
Yeah. So our first category is options. So
yes.
We just wanted to quickly run through the different options for dessert parties in Magic Kingdom because there are many. Yeah,
there's lots, and they're quite a bit different to one another, so it's worth knowing the difference before you book the one you want.
Yeah, so there's the Garden View option at $69.
Yeah.
Also the After Show option at $69. And then the Terrace View option at $84. These prices are for adults. I have not checked the child prices.
Yeah, they're per person.
Yeah.
So we've done the Terrace one.
Mm-hmm.
What is basically you sit on in a terrace and you can watch the show and have the desserts and drinks as much as you want throughout the show. The garden one is you have your desserts before you go and watch the show, and the other one is you have a dessert after your show.
Yeah, so just quickly, the Garden View is down in the hub. They cordon off the little garden areas. You know where people have like the Disney naps in the daytime? Those areas are, you know, cordoned off, and they're the areas that they use for the Garden View. So if you're doing the after show, you would go down to that area and you would watch the fireworks and then they would escort you back up, and it's the opposite way around if you're doing the Garden View.
Yeah, or if you're doing the one we done, you can help yourself throughout the show.
Yeah, so the desserts are exactly the same for all of those options. It's the same stations, basically.
Exactly the same, no difference, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just preference, I think, for that. For us, it was a rainy day and we were really happy we had picked the terrace.
Absolutely, that's just what good thing to mention. Yeah, if it is a bit of a hit and miss day, if it is a bit of showers, then you have a bit of shelter if you would pick it the terrace. But then if it's a hot day, then the other two would be good too.
Yeah, so we can only really talk about the Tomorrowland Terrace option because that's the one that we have done.
Yep.
But a lot of it will cross over to the other ones as well. So for the Tomorrowland Terrace one, you can check in 90 minutes prior to the fireworks starting.
You can. It's worth doing that because if there's a particular table you would like, then you can get that if you're there early.
Yeah, so we were second in line in front, behind a family or a family of two, and so they picked their table, and we were shown a table at the front, basically. Because of the rain, that table was getting pretty hammered. So we did ask if it was possible to sit the other side of the terrace where we were a little bit further away, but we weren't getting rained on.
Absolutely, and there isn't a bad view at all. Wherever you are on that terrace, you're going to get a good view.
Yeah.
So you've got no worries about that at all. You know, even if you turn up 10 minutes before it starts, you're going to get a good view. It doesn't matter. However, I think that 90 minutes that you can turn up before the show is really good because you can chill out, have a coffee, have a chat, have a dessert, and just enjoy the atmosphere of the park.
Yeah, definitely. So 90 minutes, it feels like a really long time to say, but if we're going to watch a show, then we would normally get there at least 40-50 minutes beforehand anyway.
Absolutely, at least.
So yeah, at least to get, you know, a fairly decent view.
Yeah.
So the 90 minutes really isn't that long.
Not
and you've got cake.
And you can sit down.
Yeah, exactly. So let's talk a little bit about the view. So obviously, like I said, we're only really talking about the Tomorrowland Terrace view. So the tables are kind of set out, or when we were there, they were set out in two thick rows, like a table and then a table.
Yeah, but there wasn't many people really. I mean, I would say maybe 50 or less maybe of people. So it isn't crowded at all, and everyone can see, and even if you've got a table in front of you, you're sat down anyway, so you can see between them and over them. So there wasn't a bad view at all.
Yeah, the view of the castle is slightly, or for us, it was slightly to one side.
Yeah.
Which it doesn't affect anything. However, projections are always better when you are straight on. So the projections were a little bit off, not massively, and it was nothing really noticeable.
And that's really picky. You know, it isn't bad at all. It's really, really good. So yeah, that's really picky, but it is something to bear in mind.
Yeah. But because of that, you did get to see all of the fireworks. You're obviously higher up, so it's unobstructed, and you get to see all of the fireworks, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Yeah, we really, really like the view.
We were lucky enough, really, because when your tink comes fly over, she flew really above our heads.
Well, she didn't.
Well, she would have done if it wasn't raining.
Yeah, but it was raining and Tink wasn't feeling it, so we didn't get to see Tink.
But if you were, we insert a clip where we sat. If we were sat there on a nice day, you will have a Tink flying over your head.
Yeah, we did film an entire POV-ish, I guess, for that show, which I'll leave up there. And we also filmed the next show, and I'm mentioning that because when we were sat there and it ended, I asked the server, I said, oh, can we stay here? Is it worth staying for the next show, which was like a story?
Yeah, something new or something. I think it's something new.
I think it was called like Once Upon a Time or Once Upon a Dream or something like that. It was basically Mrs. Potts telling stories.
Yeah, it was really good. We inserted the clip.
Yeah, I'll insert that up there as well. And she said, yeah, sure, stay there. And they really didn't want to rush us out. They really didn't mind how long we stayed there. No. So we got to see that show from there as well, which would have been a nightmare heading down and trying to get a spot for that.
Absolutely, yeah, no, it was really good. They didn't rush us at all, like you said. And there was, after it all finished, there was a photo pass photographer come out in with a board, say happy ever after. You can take a really good photo in front of the castle, so that's worth, if you have got a photo pass as well, to get that done there. Yeah,
and they'll obviously do those pictures with your phone if you want to do, or your camera.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's really nice because you've got the castle right behind you and there's like an uninterrupted view, so yeah, really nice.
Yeah, so the view is a win from us. Now, the most important part after the view, the desserts.
Yeah, okay.
This is not the show, this is not the experience for you if you don't like sweets.
No, if you don't like dessert, don't probably go to this.
No.
But, you know, Disney desserts are the best kind of desserts.
Yeah, they are.
So, yeah, we've got a list of what
yeah, so they had a s'more section, so you could go and make s'mores. They had cupcakes, Oreo treats, strawberries covered in dark chocolate with happily ever after. Those are the most Instagrammable strawberries I've ever seen in my life.
Really good.
Cheesecake brownie, which was delicious. They also had tons of fresh fruit, an ice cream station. I could go on.
Absolutely. The drinks as well you can get. You've got cider for the adults if you want the alcohol. They also got soft drinks for the kids for lemonades and all different types of lemonades.
You mean the kids and Emma, because I love the lemonade.
You got tea and coffee if you want some hot drinks, hot chocolate. Yeah, so plenty of options for everyone. It's really, really nice choices, really. Yeah,
and as you're leaving, the hot drinks come in a takeaway cup. So if you did feel like taking one,
if you didn't want to rush your coffee and you wanted to get going, then you can take it with you.
Yeah, and for those of you that don't like sweet treats, I mean, I still stand by, I don't know if this is for you, but they did have cheese and they did have the cheeseburger egg rolls.
Oh, they were really good. Because it's all you can care and to enjoy, then you can go up as many times as you want. And I think that cheeseburger egg rolls was the ones that we went up and got a couple.
Those and the strawberries, I think it was actually.
Yeah, they're really, really nice.
Yeah, they have a really good variety, and I do believe that they swap the options out quite frequently. So you know, it might not be the same now, but that's what it was when we went.
Yeah, absolutely.
They also left us a box of chocolates on the table. It was Ghirardelli, like little squares.
They were, yeah.
We didn't have those. We did give them away when we got back because we were all sweeted out. But that was just a really lovely extra.
Yeah, it was really nice. I mean, it wasn't just us. So everyone got a box of chocolates.
Oh yeah.
But it was a nice little added touch to the party. Really, I don't know why. I don't think it was one at the part. I don't know why they gave it to us, but it was really nice.
Maybe they always do that at a party. I'm not sure. But it was very, very nice.
It was really good. Yeah.
That just leaves the overview.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was really, really good and worth doing. I mean, what's not to like? You watching the show, Disney show, what amazing anyway, and you watching it with desserts and drinks, and you help yourself to as much as you want. So yeah, for me, what's not to like. It's fantastic. For a special occasion, it's well worth doing.
Yeah, I completely agree with John. They definitely make you feel like a VIP. They make you feel special.
Yeah.
It feels kind of like a private event. Like you're the only ones allowed to do it, which isn't true. Obviously, anybody can book this. If you are going to book it, we would recommend booking way in advance. Probably as soon as you can, because I think they're all the way booked up until November now.
Absolutely, and if you're booking it, you can book it on the My Disney Experience app, or you can do it, phone them up and do it over their phone.
Yeah, just to play devil's advocate for 1 second, if you're not that into the Disney shows, like you'll watch them, but you're there for the rides and the characters, I don't know if this is for you. 90 minutes out of your part-time is a long time if you're happy to catch it from wherever. And again, like I said, if you don't like dessert, you know, and it's definitely not a must do.
Not at all.
We loved it and we will definitely do it again, but you can see the show without paying these prices.
Absolutely, yeah. We watch shows normally every park we go to, and we love it as much as we love dessert party. But for that added special occasion, you know, if it is something you're celebrating, if it is a birthday, if it is an anniversary, or whatever it is you're celebrating, or just the fact that you want to celebrate because you're on holiday because you love the show, then it's worth doing. But I'm not, absolutely wouldn't take anything away from normally, because we'll do that as well. Having said that, the dessert pie was something that we really enjoyed, and we probably will do it again in other parks.
Yeah, so they do a dessert party in all of the parks. They've got the Fantasmic one in Hollywood Studios, Rivers of Light over in Animal Kingdom, and then the Epcot one will be changing once they get rid of Illuminations. So I think it's a Frozen one at the moment, but we'll have to see what that is. So I think that's it from us. Obviously it was a win. Absolutely,
a big win. The only thing I will mention is everyone done the Rivers of Light dessert party?
Oh, we saw this one.
Yeah, and it looked really good. So I'll be interested to know if anyone has done that one. What's that one like?
Yeah, let us know. And also the Hollywood Studios one is one I'm particularly interested in, because if you know me at all, you know that Fantasmic will always be my favourite show.
Absolutely.
And if they ever get rid of it, I think I will boycott. But that's it from us. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Take care, guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.